All right, we Moio everywhere we go. It's Friday, episode 13, Spread Positive Energy. We're about to finish this thing up, and we're talking about how do we create positive change, positive attitude, positive thinking. How do we spread the seeds of positivity so they can grow and get rid of those negative thoughts in our mind? How do we crush those negative thoughts and spread positivity? And I use the acronym CRUSH. And we're on the S today. We said the C, celebrate small victories. I told you before, strings of little victories create big victories. So celebrate those little victories. Yours and other people's. Celebrate it with other people. There's no better way to encourage and inspire than celebrating their victories. The R was for responsibility. Take responsibility for your actions. Don't let guilt and shame ruminate in your thoughts. Get rid of that. Take responsibility and look to grow past it. You was understand every angle. And I told you in every possibility, whether it seems like failure, there's always something that can come from that. Gave you example of the soccer game on Wednesday. Here's the way to think about this. I believe that the things that happen in our lives were meant to happen. God meant for those to happen. And there's always an angle. If something happens that we see as failure or negative, God had that happen for a reason. He's got a reason to grow us out of that we would learn from that, grow closer to Him and knowing Him. And we have to search for that angle, understand that angle always exists. And then the S, share the load. Share the load. Understand this, everything that happens to you or for you that's good and positive and great wasn't all because of you. It wasn't all because of you. So many factors play in that. Understand that. Understand that you needed help. I look back and think about how I ended up being the doctor that I am. And I go all the way back to high school and college. So many friends that encouraged me, helped me along, instructors that showed faith in me, encouraged me. My mother and father's endless faith and encouragement, paying for every cent of college and medical school. None of this happens without them, without all these people in my life. They shared the load to lift me up. And it's time for us to share the load to lift other people up. So when somebody's struggling, when their life seems negative, they seem like they're mired in failure, man, share their load, share their burden. It's amazing what we can do when we lift someone up. I gave you a Lift One challenge a month or so ago. Just one person every day. Do one thing to lift someone up, to share that load. And there is no better way to spread positive change, to spread positive energy, to lift people up and point them to the way, point them to Jesus. Share their load, lift them up. Understand you can't do it alone, and understand people need your help. When you're down, when you're struggling, someone should be there to share the load with you and lift you up, and you can do the same. And man, what a positive influence it'll have on our world. So let's crush this thing. Let's share the burden. Understand it's not just on you, the good and the bad. Share the load, spread positive energy, and make the most of every opportunity that you have every day. Let's Moio.